Hey ToolNuts, I'm Doug and this is David from ToolNut.com. Today in this video we're going to have a quick overview of some new tools that have recently been released and are now shipping from Milwaukee Tool.
Start with fastening, Doug? What do you want to do?
Yeah, let's start with the fastening. So this is Milwaukee's M18 Fuel Duplex nailer. This is going to be for your concrete forms, all right? And you can see here on the head of the nail, there's two heads. So basically, when you nail into a piece of wood, it's going to come, to this head, and then this leaves this proud, so you can pull it out with a pry bar when you take your forms apart. All right. One important thing to point out when it comes to this tool, you have to buy the Milwaukee fasteners.
Yes, proprietary.
There are other brands on the market that sell something like this, but this, you get more shots on a battery, faster shots into harder materials.
And that's not uncommon.
That's what Milwaukee did. They took
each gun has its,
made it their own and improved upon what is already available on the market. So very important. That's the biggest thing I want to point out in this, is that you have to buy their fasteners. They are available as well on ToolNut.com for this. It's standard gun, quick load, on this as well with your trolley. So easy to load. You got multiple firing modes on this as well, like the majority of their guns here, and rafter hook, and just very, very cool new addition to the ever-growing line of M18 tools from Milwaukee. All right.
I've got the next one myself, and I love it. Why don't you walk us through that one?
So this is the new M12 Fuel Brad gun. All right. So again, you can see super compact to the previous model. Okay, so that was an M18, this is an M12, and on this gun as well, you can see you have multiple buttons here. You got your power button, your mode button between single fire and bump fire on that. Easy load magazine on that. Very, very
Guys,
compact.
the power setting allows you not to blow through your stock depending upon what kind of stock, or harder or softer trims and finish. That prevents you from blowing it through and making a huge dimple when you don't need to.
Right, and again, you have that's what David's talking about here. You have your depth adjustment here. They give you a couple of different profiles on your no-mar tips there, but they set it back and they give you a center point on that as well on the nose of the gun here. Easy clean out, and it takes standard 18 gauge brad nails, and this goes up to 1.5 inches on that.
Single and bump fire.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
So that's another new addition to their nail or fastening line. Huge one. Everyone was waiting for this. Let me clean it off because we've been using this one a lot. So they just added the 12 amp hour and 8 amp hour. I don't have it here right now. It's in another tool on another table somewhere. Forge batteries. They've had a 6 amp hour out for over a year now. Quick run time, quick charge time, I should say.
And long run time.
Yes.
Quick charge, long run time.
And with the supercharger, it's running air through the batteries, so you have a cool cycle on these. They changed as far as the fuel gauge goes a little bit too.
Real quick, guys. Cool cycle is important because it extends the life of your battery.
Exactly.
Heat is the enemy of just about everything that we know of, and it's no different than lithium batteries and this type of technology. So that helps that is put in there to get longer life, not just run time out of the battery.
Correct. Yeah. So if you're taking it off of a tool you've been using, it's hot. A lot of times you would always want to wait. Before you throw it on a charger, let it cool down, like David says, because it kills batteries. You don't have to do that anymore. All right, it communicates with the charger, the supercharger, runs the air through it, keeps it cool while charging, and it charges it super fast. You get to 80% in it has all the specs on the different batteries. I'm not going to go there. You're going to want to head over to ToolNut.com on the Forge batteries, and they will work with the standard chargers as well. It'll just take a little bit longer. All right. So really cool new addition. Everyone's been waiting for more Forge batteries.
All right, run us through the framing and the trim saws real quick.
Right. So we got 3 new additions here on circular saws, all new generations. There have been previous models. Some of them are still available. These are just improvements. Quicker cutting times. More power on these. Better dust port. You can see. They all come with dust ports now here. That's all I really had to do was put that on. So this is the new 7 1/4 on this. You can see this is coming also now. This is another new addition here, is this new thick kerf framing blade. So straightest cuts, longer life. So very cool. These have been doing extremely well.
Yep.
This does come with the new circ saw here. And you can see you got a rafter hook here, belt hook, adjustment, all the good stuff like you have. Super comfortable. The ergonomics are great on this. Heavy base plate on that as well. Runs off of any of the M18 batteries, but it pairs the best with the new Forge batteries.
Sure, yep.
Okay, 6 amp hour, 8 amp hour, 12 amp hour, just depends how much weight you want on the tool. 6.5, again, new generation addition to the line here. I already pointed out the dust port here, your bevel guide, on that. These are all fuel, by the way. Everything here is fuel. You got a belt hook here, you have your height adjustment, a good heavy base as normal or as usual on that as well. So again, these are just all updated, either they upped them to fuel or it's just, it's more efficient. These tools are getting more and more efficient. That's what
more
they're
efficient.
doing.
They're better balanced over time. They're continuing to try to shave weight. I like the 5 3/8, Doug.
Right.
Run through that real quick, and then I have one pro tip that I want to teach you guys.
So fuel, right? Biggest thing.
Yep. Dust
port, and this is an M12. All right.
That's
so
just
super
awesome.
compact.
Very light.
Super compact on this. All
Guys,
right.
real quick, most of you are going to know this, but Doug and I really want to begin trying to get as much little tips that we can give in some of these things. For those of you out there, you want to do scoring. You're going to score something, scoring a piece of stock. You're scoring plexiglass. You're doing something. Next time, consider your trim saw, one of your circular saws. You can put the deck all the way up. You put this in here, and you can get that. Look how this is able to sit flush on your stock. So you can run this through and just score it. You set your depth. The reason why I'm pointing this out with the 5 3/8 is because it's light, it's compact, it's perfect for
It's not
this.
as awkward. Yeah, possibly. It just depends on your situation.
Yeah.
Depends what you're cutting.
So just remember scoring. You can score with circular saws. You can score with these trim saws. So I wanted to pop it out there. Hopefully that was useful to somebody out there.
Yeah, so I think that's it. All these tools are available now at toolnut.com. Full specs, details, and pricing. You're going to head over there.
Thanks, guys.